One of my favorite things to do is to go into the middle of nowhere and camp. You know, like real camping. Camping where you have a tent and you've got to make your own food on the fire. A kind of camping where you sit out at night and you look into the stars in the sky. And you're in the middle of nowhere, and so this whole sky is filled with so many stars. That's my favorite thing to see, because it just amazes me about one thing. It amazes me how great God is. Reminds me of how incredible God is that he created all of the stars in the sky. You know, the Bible says that God is the Lord of all. That means that he created it all, he's in charge of it all, and he's in control of everything. There's this story in the Bible about Abraham and Sarah. They were a couple, and the Bible says that they were friends of God. They trusted God with their lives. They made God the Lord of their life. And one day, God had asked these guys to leave everything behind, to leave their home and move to a new city, a new place. This meant leaving family, their home, everything they had, and taking only what they could carry with them. And you know what? They were faithful. They trusted that God was in control, and so they did it. Many years later, when they were 75 years old, they didn't have any children, and yet God made a promise to Abraham that he would give Abraham and Sarah children. In fact, God didn't just say, hey, I'm going to give you children. God says, I'm going to make your family into a great nation. In fact, it went even crazier than that. God told Abraham that he would have more people in his family than the number of stars in the sky. Wow, that's one big family. You know, God always had a plan. He is always going to be the Lord of all. We just have to submit to God's plan. It was difficult for Abraham and Sarah to believe that at 75 years old, God was going to give them a child. But you know what? God is the Lord of all. He's in charge, he's in control, and he made it happen. They were worried along the way, but God gave them a son called Isaac. God is in control. God is the Lord of all.